unfortunate one coming in from Kashmir. We are learning that a retired senior police officer, Mohammad Shafi, has been shot dead by terrorists while offering prayers in mosque. Cops have told CNN News 18 that terrorists fired upon Sri Mohammad Shafi, a retired police officer at Gantamula, Shiri, Baramulla, while praying azan in the mosque and succumbed to his injuries. Area has now been cordoned off and further details are currently awaited in this entire matter. Certainly an unfortunate one coming in from Kashmir. We are learning that a retired senior police officer, Mohammad Shafi, has been shot dead by terrorists while offering prayers in mosque. Police say that terrorists fired upon Sri Mohammad Shafi, a retired police officer at Gantamula, Shiri, Baramulla, while praying azan in the mosque and succumbed to injuries. We have CNN News 18's Ishan Wani joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details about what exactly transpired there. Ishan, what do we know about these terrorists and why exactly did they target this poor senior police officer?
Well, the reasons are not known yet, but these are the easy targets to pick and execute because one, he's a retired police officer and a rank of SP who had retired also as an SSP of in the police, J&K police, was senior police officer who was at his home, had retired and was living a life peacefully, was shot at multiple times. What his family says is that at least 6 bullet wounds have been found on his body. And it was at a time in the morning hours when he had gone to a local mosque and he had started azan, which is an Islamic call for prayers. And that is when in between that azan, people heard that gunshot because there are loudspeakers used to, call azan. And that is when suddenly they heard bullet sounds and then the azan did not continue. And that's when they found out that somebody had been shot in that particular mosque. And that was the superintendent of police who was shot at multiple times. And he was injured. He was taken to the hospital, but he's come there. But one thing is very clear. There are two kind of strategies that these outfits are following. One is about targeted attacks and specific attacks in Kashmir, while as in Jammu, you will see that there are attacks taking place on security forces. This is a hit and go, situation in Kashmir. While as you will hear the similar different situation in Poonch, Rajouri and Jammu division, because they attack their security forces and then they run away. Here they're choosing soft targets, off-duty cops, retired police officers, and those who are actively part of raising their voice against militancy or being in the mainstream. So that is where those targets are being picked up. In regard to Jammu, you'll see attacks taking place on security forces. But Mohammad Shafi is somebody. His death will definitely make police re-strategize the entire security that's prevalent on the ground. One, because there will be take off for the entire security situation, particularly those officers who could be vulnerable and are living their retired life. That could be one aspect that the forces will have to look at. Second will be to prevent such kind of attacks from taking place. How and when does security forces gather more info around this and also arrest or detain those who are behind this attack? That'll be something which will be keenly watched. But remember, this place where the attack has taken place, it has been by and large very peaceful over the years. No doubt that Pakistan is close to that place because of the line of control in Uri. But yes, many years we haven't seen such kind of incidents taking place in that part of Kashmir. So yes, this is something which will concern security agencies, and they'll have to look at it. Where did these people come from? What was who was what kind of group was it involved? Whether there was one person who was attacking or multiple people who came and attacked him. So that is something which investigation will reveal. But for now, we are trying to gather more information and checking that if there is any sabotage around that particular mosque, because there could be IEDs planted. We saw it in Rajouri. So that is why police does not want to take any chances, collecting clues and also looking for any kind of explosive that could be lying around that particular area.
Right, Ishan, since you mentioned investigation, we would like to ask you how far have we moved forward with the investigation and what details have emerged from that?
The investigation will just begin because this has happened in the morning hours with the early sunrise. That is when the azan starts, and soon after the azan, this incident has taken place. The FSL teams are there, the police and CRPF are surrounding the area to look for any vital clues and leads, whether there is anybody from the locality who could be part of that particular group and who was the person involved. We have seen that the pistol has become a choicest of weapon. That is somewhere where they just take their pistol attack, and then they disappear from the scene. And that is where forces do find it hard at sometimes to crack these cases, but it will take time for them to properly investigate the entire matter. One, because these are the cases where they attack and they run, and that is what is being called as hybrid militancy, because they go about their normal lives as usual, and then you can't find them. It is difficult to investigate, but police has been able to crack several of these cases. They say that this is not something which they cannot crack, but second aspect is also the sort of support that they might be getting in that particular vicinity, because he was chosen as a target. They knew that he was an SSP rank officer who had retired as SSP, and then they also knew that he comes for morning prayers in the masjid. So that is where the investigation will unfold, and we'll see that the Jammu Kashmir police carrying out investigation. Then we also have seen in the past that SIA of J&K Police Special Investigation Agency, which carries out thorough investigation in these cases and tries to link and check what all aspects they could investigate in terms of who are those involved, where did they get logistics and weapons from, was there any local facilitator, whether there could be a hand of foreigner, but that cannot be ruled out. But very possibly it could be somebody who is an hybrid and attacked and then escaped from the vicinity. But yes, the hunt is on. The police is looking for vital leads and clues to establish the crime, and then also go for those who are behind this particular attack.
Right, Ishan. Thank you so much for bringing in all those crucial details in this entire matter. We'll come back to you for more updates as and when we receive those. Right now, we have some reactions coming in on the same story. Let's take a look at that first.
सर कविंदर गुप्ता हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। सर, एक दफा फिर से टारगेट किलिंग की गई है। इस दफा जो है अजान के वक्त ये हत्या की गई है और रिटायर्ड एसएसपी की। बीजेपी कैसे देखती है?
देखिए, आतंकियों का कोई धर्म नहीं होता, तो खास करके इस प्रकार का जो एलिमेंट है जब मस्जिदों में घुसता है, कहीं ना कहीं तो उनकी पहचान होती है। तो इन लोगों को सामाजिक जो हमारे तत्व हैं, सामाजिक गुरु हैं, उनको भी इस प्रकार से देखना चाहिए। कहीं ना कहीं ये तो मानना पड़ेगा कि ये लोग उनके इन्फॉर्मर्स बन करके कोई स्थानीय लोग भी होते हैं जो इनके बारे में बताते हैं, और पर्टिकुलर इस प्रकार के जो लोग रहते हैं एसएसपी वगैरह, उनको हत्या करके ये अपनी खबर बनाना चाहते हैं। तो मुझे लगता है दुखद विषय है, और जो मोहम्मद शफी मीर जी की हत्या हुई है अपने आप में बहुत कायराना हरकत है, दुखद घटना है। लेकिन जो सुरक्षा बलों ने उस इलाके को घेरा है, मुझे विश्वास है कि जल्दी उनको मार गिराया जाएगा, लेकिन उनकी क्षति पूरी नहीं हो सकती।
कांग्रेस पार्टी का कहना है कि जो दावे हैं कि अब हालात ठीक हो चुके हैं, वो भी कहीं खोखले साबित होते हैं।
देखिए, बहुत सी ऐसी राजनीतिक पार्टियां भी हैं जिनके इसी प्रकार के बयान आने के कारण से उनको एक बल मिलता है, ऐसा लगता है कि वो उनके आतंकियों के साथ खड़े हैं। आतंकी, मैंने पहले कहा कि आतंकियों का कोई धर्म नहीं होता, वो किसी भी समय आकर के इस प्रकार की वारदातों को अंजाम देते हैं। समाज में कहीं ना कहीं उन लोगों के बारे में लोगों को जानकारी रहती है, और जो आतंक फैलाने के लिए पाकिस्तान से और दूसरे लोगों से पैसा भी जरूर लेते होंगे। तो इस की निंदा करनी चाहिए, ना कि इसको बल देना चाहिए, सरकार पर प्रश्न उठाने चाहिए।
तो निंदा करनी चाहिए, इस पे राजनीति नहीं होनी चाहिए, ये कहना है फॉर्मर डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर कविंदर गुप्ता का। कैमरामैन नयन दत्त के साथ राजन फैज, न्यूज़ 18 जम्मू।
मेरा भाई अजान दे रहा था, अजान देते देते उसने पढ़ा अशहदु अल्ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह। उसी वक्त फायर की आवाज़ आ गई और हम समझ गए, और माइक भी बंद हो गई। हम समझ गए क्योंकि हमारी माइक ख़राब थी, मैं ही वो ठीक कर रहा था। बाद में मेरी बहू ने खिड़की से झांका तो उधर से रोने की आवाज़ आ गई। हम दौड़ के वहाँ पर गए, उधर मेरा भाई मर पड़ा था। 6 जख्म उस बॉडी में है, क्योंकि अभी मेरा या भतीजा इकबाल अहमद मीर ने या मैत की फ़ोटो ली थी, हमने उस पर देखा कि लगभग 6 सुराख थे।
कांग्रेस पार्टी के चीफ स्पोक्स पर्सन रविंद्र शर्मा हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। एक दफा वापस जो है टारगेट किलिंग का मामला सामने आया है। एक रिटायर्ड एसपी मोहम्मद शफी मीर को जब वो अजान पढ़ रहे थे उस वक्त जो है गोलियां मारी गई हैं, जिसमें वो शहीद हो गए हैं। क्या आपका रिएक्शन?
बहुत ही दुखद है, बहुत गंभीर चिंता की बात है। हमने बार बार कहा कि जम्मू कश्मीर के हालात खराब होते जा रहे हैं। पिछले कुछ अरसे से लगातार टारगेट किलिंग कश्मीर वादी में हो रही है, चाहे वो पुलिस ऑफिसर हैं, पुलिसमैन हैं, और या बाहर के मजदूर हैं या माइनॉरिटी के लोग हैं, कश्मीरी पंडित हो, जम्मू के मुलाजिम हो, लगातार पिछले 1-1.5 साल से वो लोग टारगेट के निशाने पे बना करके सेलेक्टिवली जो है वो इस तरह से चुन करके आतंकवाद